On 1 minute and we'll get started. Hello, everybody. I'm Jane Mark, and I'm the president of So Cool Inc. And I've got my partner, Phil Baston, sitting right next to me at another computer. And what I want to do today is something really, really special. It's not like anything that we've ever done before. So you're going to stay tuned for this right until the end because I promise you I am going to blow your mind. What we are going to start with today is something I call the relatively quiet, behind the scenes, but very necessary ingredient that you all need to be successful entrepreneurs online or offline. I don't care if you're working online or if you've got an offline product. There are certain principles that apply to anything you do if you're marketing. And that's if you own your own site. I'm not just talking about people who develop their own sites, but even if you're an affiliate online, this is going to apply to you. And what I'd like you to do, I want to go through some things. I'm going to get you guys involved in answering some questions in a minute. But I want to go through the marketing aspect of this. And then I'm going to, at the end, not right at the end, but after we've gone through the marketing part, I'm going to show you our new site. It is like no other site that you've ever seen Phil and I do. And you are going to, you're not going to believe it. I guarantee you, you're going to say two words. First, your jaw is going to drop, and then you're going to say, wow. And then I'm going to get you to get involved and get a very interesting free gift, as you're going to see right at the end. So you're going to play a very, very big role in the development of this new site, which is, by the way, it's going to launch right after Labor Day, launch officially. But you guys are going to be involved. You're going to be able to get into it right now today, later on. So we're calling this Going for the Gold, and you'll see the marketing goal. I was so inspired. I don't know about you guys, but I was so inspired by the Olympics recently. I mean, I can't believe these athletes, first of all, from all over the world, and they seem to all know each other and give them each other big hugs after, even if they lose and on the other team. And I don't know, I was very inspiring. So I set this webinar up during the Olympics, so that's why it's called Going for the Gold. I want to start, I'm going to put up a follow along link, but I want to start by asking you guys a couple of questions. And I want you to put the answer up in the chat box. With my questions, there's never any wrong or right answer, but I want to get you thinking along certain lines. So here, I'm going to give you question one for today. And here's the question. There are certain ingredients that are part of marketing. I don't care where you're marketing or what you're marketing. And those ingredients are things like persistence and patience and having a business plan, right? And investing in your business. But those are four very important ingredients, but there is one I left out, and I left it out specifically so you could answer it. So here's the question. Even if you are persistent and you have patience, you have a business plan, and you invest in your business, what one thing is missing? I'm looking for a one-word answer here. What one thing is missing in order for you to succeed? Just throw some words up in the chat box and Phil will read some off to me. And let's see if we can get you thinking in the right direction. You need to have something that's really an important, maybe the most important ingredient of being successful online or offline in any entrepreneurial business. What is it? Give me some words, Phil. Okay, give me some answers. What? Simplicity. Very nice. Who said that? I like that. Justin, simplicity. Great. Very good. Luck. I like that. Who said that? Absolutely, you need luck. Oh, yes, absolutely, Keith. You need luck. That luck can never hurt. What else? What? Yes, you need a list. All of these are good. I'm still looking for another word. Wait, value, traffic, content. Yes. Yes. Follow up, relationship. All of these are really good answers. Credibility. Yes. Perfect. What else? Mindset. Yep. Ah, who said that? I love that. Fishing in the pond where the fish are, or otherwise known as targeting your audience. That's true. Who said that? That's wonderful. Who? Greg. Super. That was a great answer. None of you've gotten the right one, though. They're all good. Don't get me wrong. They're all good. I'm looking for something that, oh, let's see if I can give you a hint. Maybe I'll give you the first letter of it. How about that? It starts with a P. Starts with a P. So we've already said you need persistence, you need patience, you have to have a business plan, you have to invest in your business, and all of the answers that you guys just gave are absolutely part of being successful. But there's one thing ingredient missing. Perseverance, yeah, but that's more like persistence. I still need a P word. I'm looking for a P. Oh, thank you. Who said it? Oh, Richard Nix, you got it. It's passion. Who? Gisela. Okay, there you go. Gisela and Richard. That's what I was looking for. And I'll tell you why I was looking for that. Everything you answered, guys, was absolutely dead on right. You need all of those other things. But in order to really be successful, you need to love what you're doing. Otherwise, I guarantee you, when you get to the computer, you're going to start crying instead of laughing and smiling. If you don't love what you are doing the wrong thing. You have to find what you love, what really gets you up out of bed at night and keeps you up late in the evening. So yes, beautiful. Passion. That's what I was looking for. Now, um, I have one other question, then we're going to go into some other things. But the next thing after, let's say you find a product that you love. And I'm using product very loosely. It could be an affiliate program that you love. It could be a site that you want to develop and you develop it and you love it. It could be an offline product or something you sell online, but is sort of a more real world product like books or whatever. It doesn't matter. This applies to anything that you want to sell. After your passion, what do you have to do? What do you think you have to do in order to, thank you, Phil gave me the right words, bring your product to market? What do you have to do? Whether it's an affiliate program, whether it's something you develop, whether it's something you're thinking about, you have an idea and you want to do it. What's the second thing you do after you know that this is a passion of yours and you want to go after it, whatever that passion is? Okay, again, throw up some ideas. There's no wrong or right answer. There's always gray areas here. So what do you think the next thing, after you find what it is you love and what it is you want to work at and make a success out of, what do you have to do? Throw up some ideas. What's the next thing? Okay, what do we got? What? Work at it, absolutely. If you don't work at it, you're going to fail. There's no free things here. You got to work at it. Promote and advertise, absolutely. Create original sales content as a sales funnel. Yep, perfect. Ah, that's nice. Creative thinking to monetize the passion. That's good. I like that. That's good. Keep going. Take action. Oh, now we're getting very close. Okay, what take action is very close to what I'm looking for. What kind of action do you, once you find your passion and you decide to go after it, what? Corinne, okay, let's hear it. Research, yes. And find the right people to work with. Okay, that you're very, very close, Corinne. So let me tell you what the actual words are that I was thinking of, but this is very close. Test your product. Test your product. Because you may think that you have developed or that you are promoting or that you are building a list around God's gift to whatever. You may think it's the greatest thing on earth. But how do you know? I mean, what does your market think? Suppose they look at it and say, "Oh, I don't know what this is. I don't know why I should be involved in this." You need to test your product. Doesn't mean that if you get a negative reaction the first time you send it out or promote it in some way or research it, as Corinne said, even if it doesn't seem to gel right away, you can get great feedback from the people you work with. Again, Corinne said, find the right people to work with. Well, if you have a list and you get to know the people on your list and you feel comfortable with them and they feel comfortable with you can test your product. And it's very, very important that you do that because let's say, I mean, Phil and I have developed, as you all know, dozens and dozens of sites. They're not all winners. Most of them are, I'm happy to say, but they're not all winners. Some people love most of our sites, and then we've had a few that didn't work. Well, let's say if we put out a site and people didn't really love it and we only made, a few sales, not a lot of sales, doesn't mean that you want to stop there. If you're really passionate and you think you're onto something, keep going and find out from your list members or your previous clients or people you know what they think. Let them tell you honestly what they think about the site. How could you make it better? What could you do to tweak it? This is all very important. And whether or not you do it online or offline, or whether it's a real world product or like advertising sites that we developed, it is very important to know what your list members think. And many of you who are here know that when Phil and I launch a site, what we usually do, and we do it in one of two ways, either we do a private webinar like we're doing today, or we will send private, not, multiple things to everybody on our list, but we will go to our previous clients that we know well, and we'll say, we're about to launch XYZ site. Would you like to take a look at it? We'll give you a big discount on whatever the launch price is going to be, and we'd love to hear your feedback. And boy, is that helpful to us, because while a lot of you who know us do buy our products, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. But you also give us very good feedback and good ideas and ways to make them better. And that is a very valuable tool that all of you, no matter at what stage of your marketing you're at, you can do the exact same thing. As long as you have lists and contacts. Let's say you want to get involved in a new, even affiliate program. You don't have your own program. Go to your list. Tell them what you're thinking of doing. You don't have to necessarily give them the exact program. You don't want them necessarily to grab the affiliate link before you do, but ask them if they're interested in mailers, or are they interested in traffic exchanges, or do they want to find out how to target markets? Find out what your list members like and get ideas from them, because it really is valuable information. You don't want to give up your passion, but you may want to tweak it and find other aspects of it that you really love. Okay, so those are the two questions. Now, Phil, can you put up the follow along link? And let me find it, and I will too. Hang on, guys. We have a follow along link. So I'm going to pop this up. Oops. Yeah, but I'm going to put it on the screen too. Okay, so Phil is putting it in the chat box. And I'm putting it up on the screen. Okay, so just want to make sure that he has it. You have it in the chat box so people can see it. Okay, so let me tell you, I have two passions. So now I'm going to reveal to you my two passions in life. One is, of course, what I do now, and which is develop scripts with Phil, marketing scripts and mailing scripts and all kinds of different kinds of scripts so that business people can advertise on our sites and use them. My passion, Phil obviously is the developer and he knows how to do the designs and the website and make everything work. I love the writing part. That's my passion. I get up every morning, and some of you who live in other cities or must see that many times you'll see that at 3 or 4 in the morning, Eastern time we're talking about, or Central time in this case, but I send stuff out very early in the morning, but I write it every day. I love writing about what we're doing. That's a passion. Not everybody loves to write things. I love writing, believe it or not, what you call advertisements or promos or my thoughts of the day or whatever. So that passion is with me. It's going to be with me it has been with me since I was 20 years old, and it's going to be with me forever. And as you know, I've written several books online, and I love writing. So if that's your passion, you can use it in so many ways. But I have another passion. I have another passion completely different than our advertising sites and our and writing and all the things that go with marketing as we know it. My other passion, believe it or not, is jewelry. Yup, that's true. Just like many women, I love jewelry. What I don't love is going into a store where they have, basically imitation jewelry. Nothing wrong with that, but designer jewelry. Oh, I'll tell you a funny story in a minute about this. Phil was with me. And going in and having somebody tell me that some simulated jewelry, which may be absolutely beautiful, is $25,000. We're talking about a necklace, right? And I thought Phil came to the United States about 15 years ago. And one of the first places I took him was up and down Fifth Avenue in New York. And we happened to walk into Saks Fifth Avenue. And I was looking around and I saw this beautiful necklace. I had no idea what the price was. It was just glorious. It looked like a diamond necklace, but it had some gold around. It was just absolutely drop dead beautiful. And the guy behind the counter put it on my neck, and I looked. I said, "Oh my God, I love this yada." The women who are here, you know what I mean. And then I said, "How much is this?" And I swear to God, Phil, back me up on this. He said $30,000. It wasn't even real diamonds or real emeralds or real anything. $30,000. I said, "Thank you very much." If I had the $30,000 at that time to spend, I would certainly not have spent it that way, because I'm not a big believer in spending money unwisely. Let's put it that way. I would put it in a house. I would put it for my kids, college, whatever, but not in a necklace. So I put that aside many years ago, but as Phil and I traveled around the world, I would find beautiful things that I love, but that didn't cost an arm and a leg. But they were just glorious to look at, and people could afford them. And I did say to Phil many years ago, Phil, if I ever get the chance and if I can find the right product, I'd like to bring something to the market where women can buy something that looks absolutely like the real thing and it could be at affordable prices. So here's where testing comes in, guys, because Phil and I did find some absolutely beautiful things, and we wanted to see how people reacted to it. So I got an inventory and put an inventory together, and I started. I'm in Illinois, as I mentioned before we started the webinar. I'm in Illinois, and they have some wonderful restaurants here, beautiful hair salon, places that women go all the time. So I went in first. I went to my hairdresser, and I'm getting my nails done, and I put on this absolutely drop dead gorgeous bracelet. And I didn't say a word. I'm just, well, you couldn't help but see the bracelet, obviously, because it was sitting on my wrist and she was doing my nails. And she said to me, where did you get that bracelet? So I said, Tanya, you're not going to believe this, but I'm actually going to start to sell this bracelet. And she said, well, how much are you going to sell it for? So I said, well, you're not going to believe this either. I'm going to sell it for $45. Now, you got to understand, guys, and I'm going to show you in a minute, you got to understand that this bracelet, first of all, it's 18 karat gold, made out of 18 karat gold. So it's not the kind of cheap bracelet that, turns your wrist yellow and that women wouldn't love. And the stones look exactly real. I mean, I'll show you it in a minute when what? Yeah, they come from Switzerland and they are drop dead beautiful. So that was one test. She bought it, that my manicurist bought it, and then she said, one day I came in, I was wearing one that was just green, which is emeralds. I mean, it looks like, swear to God, if you see this, which I'm going to show you in a minute, these emerald bracelet or the sapphire bracelet looks exactly like the real thing. How much do they cost? $45. So she bought a green one, and then I was the gal who does color in my hair. Oh, I shouldn't tell you that I put color in my hair, but I do, like most women. So I said, Alyssa, I didn't say Alyssa, I was wearing the sapphire one, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And she said, where did you get that? Everybody says it's like the same thing. Where did you get that? Well, Alyssa, she was getting the blue one. I said, Alyssa, I'm selling these. And I explained to her the whole thing, that I'm passionate about jewelry and that I want women to be able to wear very classy jewelry, but at very affordable prices. And the two things that I really love are these bracelets that we're going to sell, and beautiful pearls, real pearls, not fake pearls, not simulated pearls, not even cultured pearls, freshwater real pearls. And I wanted to get them at a price. They're still not like $45, but those of you who are aware of pearls know that many of them, especially freshwater pearls, can start at anywhere from $400 to $500, all the way up to $5,000. So we decided we would find people who could do them at a much lower price, and I'll show you that in a minute. Last way I tested it, and I didn't even know I was testing it, I went out to dinner. Phil took me out for dinner, and I'm blabbing away about something or another. Oh, wait, Phil wants to tell this story because it's really true. Hang on.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, what happened was we went to our favorite little Italian restaurant, which is really close by. And we're sitting down, we're having dinner, and the waitress is coming around, taking orders, getting us drinks and stuff like that. And I noticed, Jane's busily talking about the site and, we got to do this, we got to do that. But I'm a trained observer. I'm before I came on the internet and started with marketing and everything, I'm actually a professional counselor. And so the part of my training is in observing people and watching what they do, because that's all part of behavioral counseling. And so I'm watching this waitress, and I noticed that every time that she would come over with a drink order or to take the main order or to bring something to us, she would glance at Jane's bracelet, and then she'd glance at Jane's necklace. And I said to Jane, I said, next time she comes over, I said, why don't you ask her what she thinks of it? And Jane said, "Oh no, I can't do that. I'm not. That makes me uncomfortable." And I said, "Okay, then I'll do it." I mean, when you're a salesperson, then you go straight for the jugular, right? But what I wanted to find out, I didn't care whether we sold anything or anything. I wanted to find out whether she liked it, because part of doing something really, really special like this site is to find out whether it's got that wow factor that we know it has. But that you can only test that by having other people do the same thing. Anyway, she said, I absolutely love that jewelry. I can't take my eyes off it. And so we told her, well, actually, she said, well, where can I get that sort of stuff? And we said, well, we're actually selling it shortly. We're putting up a website right now, and we gave her a card and said, come back into, the beginning of September, and the website will all be ready. And so she, said, okay, I'm going to do that. So that was how part of what you do with research is you just go out and ask people. You need an opinion, get the opinions. And it doesn't matter, as Jane said, whether the opinions are good, bad, or indifferent, because if they're all the same, let's say everybody goes, wow, you don't really learn a lot from that other than the fact that you're on a winner. But it doesn't really tell you what the drawbacks are, if any. And there may not be. You may have gotten onto a product that is just really, really special. And that's what we believe our stuff is. But you're going to see it in a minute. Jane's going to show it to you, and you are going to go, wow, trust me on that one.
So anyway, this is how I've been spending my summer, by the way, guys. I've been testing this beautiful things. And I'll just give you one other test, then I'm going to show you this, because then I want to bring you all into it. And I have a very special way to bring all of you into it. The last thing I wanted to test, because before I was looking for jewelry that I could sell that would be affordable, I certainly bought jewelry of my own, and I've been very fortunate in my life. So I do own some real pieces, and not simulated or whatever. I own some real sapphires, some real emeralds, and some real diamonds. I many years ago, I put them away, and because you can't wear them on New York or you're liable to get robbed. So there's no point in even owning them anymore. But what I did do was I brought them to Deer Park, where we are right now. And one day I went with the lady who bought the sapphire bracelet that I'm going to show you in a minute, but I wore a real sapphire ring. So I wanted to ask her, I wanted to put the sapphire ring. I had the sapphire bracelet on too, the one that's not real, but it looks like it. And I said, Alyssa, okay, you bought the blue one, and I know you love that one. I want you to tell me, by looking at the ring I'm wearing, which kind of matches it, is my ring real or not? And she looked at the bracelet, and she said, no, they look exactly the same. So I'm going to say it's not real. So I turned to her, I said, well, you'd be dead wrong, because the ring is real and the bracelet isn't. But that's how good people are now who produce jewelry. That's how good they are at making you know, CZ stones or whatever the product is that we're not talking about the pearls now. We're only talking about the bracelets, but they come out so well that people literally cannot tell the difference. So what I'd like to do, because we have a big surprise for you today, I'm going to take you to the site, which is not launched yet. We're still working on it. And I'm going to pop you guys over to the other side so I can see. Okay, first of all, I want you to see what our motto is. $1 million look at affordable prices. This is my passion. This is what I wanted to bring to market. I wanted to bring beautiful things that women, by the way, this does not leave out you guys. You know, you're all either married or you have women or you have mothers or you have sisters or whatever. So pay attention here because I don't know a woman alive who doesn't love jewelry. I'm sure there are some, but I don't know any of them. So this is our mission really is welcome to Wow Them Jewelry. $1 million look at affordable prices is our only mission. And let me show you what our bestseller is. Our bestseller is this kind of, first of all, by the way, this is 18 karat gold that it's set in, all of it, gold plated. I'm sorry. No, it's not. That $45 obviously not gold, but it is 18 karat gold plated. So of course you can't tell the difference. It looks like it's all set in gold and it's beautiful. And these gems really look like amethysts and rubies and citrine. If you guys, some of you may know, some you obviously know amethyst and rubies, but they look like the real McCoy. And this kind of bracelet you can wear anywhere. You can wear it during the day. You can wear it out at night. It's just, it's beautiful. And the shine on it, I mean, we are having trouble finding a way to put it on the site so that you really capture how beautiful this is, but we're going to try. And it comes in different, this is the sapphire one one of the sapphire ones. This is a sapphire and diamond look, and it's done in platinum. So it's platinum plated. It's not silver. I know it may look silver here, but it's platinum plated and it is drop dead gorgeous. And then we have, you remember I was talking about the emeralds that we have. So these look like emeralds. They're just, and this one particularly is like deep green and beautiful. And this is the one where I have a ring that I showed Alyssa and I said, okay, Alyssa, which is the real one between the ring and the bracelet? And she could not tell. She could not tell. That's how beautiful these stones are in these bracelets. So what we're doing, and that we're also, I'll just go through the whole site so you can see what it is. It's these bracelets, and this is the really come on product because it's so inexpensive for jewelry anyway. It's $45 and then there's always an $8.95 shipping and handling. So these are the various bracelets, and don't try to buy anything right now from the site because we're going to give you a special bonus page because we're going to give you one of these free. I mean, there's a slight catch to that, but it's not one you won't like. So, and in a minute, don't even, because this site really isn't ready for buying it from the site. So we're going to give you a special buy link and a bonus page and tell you how this is going to work. I'm going to make you all famous for showing up in the middle of the summer on a Saturday. Now, the other part are pearls, which you can see. I mean, this is so much fun. This is 100 inches of genuine pearls for $225. Those of you, I know that sounds like a lot of money, but those of you who know pearls know that this really, you couldn't put your fingers on this for less than $750. I don't know, care where you are. And some of them go as high as $5,000. I'm serious about that. Yeah, these are not small. These are 8 to 9 millimeters. And or you can, you can take your leisure and go over the site and see what you like. Like right now we're dealing with the bracelets, but our prices for real, genuine freshwater pearls start at $125, and they're mostly 125. The highest is the 225, and they come in all lengths. What I love that this one, the reason this one is sitting here right on the top is because you can take this if you wear pearls at all, and you can wrap it around your neck like 4 or 5 times, or you can hang it, let it loose. It's so versatile, and I love it. That's my favorite pearl one. But right now, here is why I brought us all together here today. And I'm going to put up the bonus link. And Phil, can you do that too? And then I'm going to explain how this is going to work, because isn't the bonus link the one I have here? Because I'm going to put it up too. The bonus, right? Because I want to tell you how we want to bring you guys into this launch, really. What we're going to do is we do want you to buy one of these bracelets. By the way, we have an affiliate program, so we'll get to that in a minute. So you can resell these, and you can make, Christmas is coming. That's why we're launching in September. You can make a lot of money, and I'll get to that in a minute. But right now, I'm more interested in you getting your hands on one of these bracelets, whichever one you like, and looking at it, getting it home. It won't be right away because our inventory right now is in New York, and we're not going to be back there till the 7th. So anyone who orders a bracelet today, we will send it to you on the 9th, and you'll get it during the week of the 12th. What we want you to do is to look at this, and we want your honest opinion when you get it. We want a testimonial from you. That's what we're looking for. And if we get a testimonial from you, you are going to get a bracelet absolutely free. Once we get the testimonial, you're going to tell us which one of these bracelets you want free. We're not going to charge you shipping and handling. We're going to send it to you free, absolutely free. So that's like a 53 something value. But we want you to be part of this. And it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man or whatever. Buy the bracelet, get it home, look at it, show it, of course, if you're a guy, show it, of course, to somebody you want to give it to. And hang on, Phil wants to say something.
If you're a guy and you want to be the star of the show when you walk in through the front door tonight, or and not tonight, but when we ship it out to you, you're going to walk in and this thing is going to be waiting for you, and you can present it to your wife, your spouse, your girlfriend, your significant other, even your daughter. You want to be the star of the show, you got to get some of these pieces, but they are just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I have a couple on my desk. I keep a couple of them on my desktop to show people while we're developing the site. So this is that multicolor one that I was talking to you about. And I think I have the sapphire. There's one of the sapphires. There's also an all sapphire, but this one looks like sapphires and diamonds. And when I tell you it looks like sapphires and diamonds, I mean it. That's what it looks like. So imagine, Christmas or Valentine's Day, or if you're having a wedding, and you want to give something to the bridesmaids, there's so many, because of the price point, there are so many ways that you can use these pieces of, I call them pieces of art, because Phil and I searched for a long time to find something like this. It really took us quite a while to do this. But so what we'd like you to do is don't buy from the site today, because we really are still working on the site. Buy one. It's going to cost you $53.95. Is that the right price, Phil, when you And that includes shipping and handling, which we do have to charge. Otherwise, the margins on this is so small. But we want you to get it in your hands, and we want you to send us a testimonial. And on the bonus link that Phil put up, it tells you you can pay for it here. That's a special pay link. And then you will get a thank you letter once you pay. And that thank you form will let you put your shipping address in and your name and so that we can send it out, and we'll send it out to you on September 9th. Then it gives you a way to get back to us, my email address, where it says WJT free bracelet, and you'll send us a testimonial with your name and your city and a picture of yourself if you want to or not. That's up to you. And tell us what you think about this bracelet, and we will send you one out of your choice, absolutely free. We'll ask you which one you want, and it will be yours. Now, let me tell you why this is so important. First of all, of course, we want you to see them and give us a testimonial. But that's only one part of it. We do have a reseller program, and we pay a heck of a lot better than Amazon. Let me tell you that. I want to tell you the other test we did with this to give you some idea of what you can make on these bracelets yourself. There are two ways to do this. One, you sign up to the site. That you can do today, by the way. You can sign up to the site. You'll get a reseller link. You can't use it now because we're not really launched, but we're going to pay 10% on any sale of anything that you make, whether it's the pearls or the bracelets. We have another page called Mix and Match, which has a matching necklace to some of the bracelets, that kind of thing. I want to tell you what happened when my manicurist took some cards. I gave her 25 cards that we have for this business, and she took them into church, which was a great idea, right? One Sunday. All 25 cards went, and she has orders now pending because they know that we're waiting to launch for 25 bracelets. That was one Sunday morning. She walked into church and she sold 25 of them, and the only reason she couldn't sell more was she didn't have enough cards for people to get back in touch with her. These things are going to sell like hotcakes. So you can make a commission of 10% just by letting people know about it. And for those of you who may be interested in getting into this in a deeper way, there is a discount. You'll see it not right now, but there's a discount for buying 3 at a time, 3 bracelets at a time. So you save a little bit of money and you can sell them for more money. And you won't have shipping and handling costs. You can sell it to your friends or go to church or wherever you go, whatever meetings you go to, you can show it to people. And the more you buy, the bigger the discount. And so you can actually make quite a bit of money just by buying it in what we call bulk. And when I say bulk, I don't mean you have to buy thousands, but even at 3, it starts to pay off for you because you do get a little bit of a discount at 3, and then if you buy, I don't have the site in front of me right now, but there are bulk prices. Let's go back there and actually take a look. One second. I'm just getting back into the site. Now you can sign up here, and I suggest that all of you sign up because that's no problem. You'll see in the reseller area that you will have a reseller link. So even now you can, if you want to start talking to people about them, you can start talking this up. But of course, we prefer you actually see the real thing. So pictures can never do them justice on this kind of thing, because this is really very beautiful. The bracelets and the pearls, by the way, and you need to see them for yourself because, by the way, when you believe in something, and let's go back for a minute to marketing, which we started this webinar with, when you sell something, if you, and I'm talking about an affiliate site, let's say you join one of our sites, Cool Blast or On Your List or whatever, if you don't know what that site is really about, you're not going to be able to sell it well. So if you join any program online that's not your own program, you need to get to know what the product really is, what it does. You need to own it. Like when people ask you, what does it do? You need to be able to tell them. Same thing with jewelry. When you see this, I am guaranteeing you, you're going to say, wow, this is unbelievable. Well, when you actually have that feeling for something, rather than saying, oh, go to Wow Me Jewelry, they have beautiful stuff, but you've never seen it, you won't sell it in the same way. When you've seen it, you will be able to use words like, I saw this. It's drop dead gorgeous. It's absolutely off the wall crazy. You know, that kind of thing, but you won't be able to say it with conviction unless you really see it. And that's why we want you to buy one. Yes, it's $53. I know. Spend the money. I guarantee you, you can make this money back in a heartbeat. And get a second one free because maybe you like the multicolor, but maybe you like the emerald, or somebody told me that this one, see, there's a green emerald that's all solid green, which I love. This one, which is also platinum diamond, has what everybody says is bling. So if you know people that love bling, this is the bracelet for them. So you'll get, first of all, you get a free gift, and that gets you started on Christmas right there. And then you have one already that you looked at. So we want you involved. And let me tell you the kicker on this, because I guarantee you this site, once we really launch it, is going to be very popular. Not just in the marketing area, I'm talking about just in general. And if you have a testimonial on our site, you can put your link at the end of it, you know, so that, and I want a real name and a real city, obviously not your address and stuff, but I want people to know these are real people who really saw the product, really liked it, and we're going to put you on the site. That means that you get free advertising, which I guarantee you is much more valuable than the $53 that you might spend on this bracelet. So yes, it's a bribe. We want you to buy it because we want you to see it. We want you to see it, and we want a testimonial, and we will then send you out a bracelet absolutely free. So I really think it's worth you doing it. Now, I want you to buy it through the pay link that Phil has on the bonus page. So make sure that you have the bonus page. If you don't, if for some reason you can't grab it out of the chat box, then get to me. If you can email me, Phil, can you put up janemark4@gmail.com? If for some reason you can't see the bonus link, or you're not able to grab it because it's a sort of a long URL, get with me and I'll be happy to send it out. But we really want you to be part of this process. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens, because if we get the kind of wows like we did when we show this to people in person, this is going to be a very successful site. You are going to want your name all over this site. So again, there's lots of ways to come out ahead in this site. Buy it and just enjoy it. Buy it, give us a testimonial, get one free. When we fully launch, which will be probably September 12th, start to promote this to your list, because even marketers have to get Christmas presents for people, or birthday presents, or Valentine's, or anniversary. Imagine getting one of these guys for your anniversary. I mean, I'm telling you, that's why I want you to see it. When you see this, you are not going to believe it. And whoever your significant other is also not going to believe it because they are truly very beautiful. I now wear them almost exclusively. Whatever I'm wearing out, like I'm going out with my kids later today for lunch, and I guarantee you I will have one of these bracelets on my wrist and probably some pearls around my neck. They're very beautiful. Get involved in this because it is wonderful to be involved in programs online and all of the things that we all do. But to have a real world product that you can be proud to promote, um, and at an affordable price, because obviously things are difficult for many people right now. But even so, women love jewelry. They're going to buy it from somebody. Why not buy it from you? And you get a commission. The commission is, if those of you who promote Amazon know that goes from 2 to 8%. We're paying 10%. We're giving you bulk discounts. So if you can do what Alyssa did with her church group, which was to get 25 sales at one time just by simply wearing a bracelet. You don't have to wear it, guys, but you sure can have one in your pocket at all times. And there are women at your work, I am sure. Um, Tell them what you're doing because you can make some good money and you can make it very fast by selling in bulk and by even buying in bulk and marking the price up. You can't. The one thing you're not going to be able to do is sell it for less than our site, but you are certainly welcome to sell it for more because I know for sure that these should be selling for much higher prices than they are. But that's not what our goal was. Our goal is very simple, to give women $1 million look at affordable prices. It really is our only mission. We have a whole other business, as you all know, because you're part of it. So we will be doing that and launching other sites and, doing all the things we usually do. But this is my passion. It really is my passion. And we want you to share it with us because it is quite stunning, if I do say so myself. Um, okay, does anybody have any questions? Because that's really important. If you have questions, shoot them to Phil in the chat box. And Phil, are there any general questions that I can sort of throw out and maybe they're on many people's minds? No? I answered everything? Okay, so anyway, let me close by saying this. When I originally set this webinar up and said there's gold in them thar hills, I didn't specifically have this site in mind, but it is, if you are passionate about something, and I suppose this is the main point I want to leave you with. If you are passionate and love something that you are involved in your life, think about the way you might be able to monetize that passion. Because if you love what you are doing, it is so much easier to sell it and to really make some dough on it, but you have to love it. And so that's why I started off this webinar by saying that you can have all of the other things that you guys mentioned. We talked about persistence and business plans and investing and lists and getting traffic and all the things that we need to do in order to promote something. But if it's missing the passion, people are going to see through that every single time. They really are, because even if you're talking in print, meaning, you're writing an ad and you're trying to sell through ad copy, which is the way most of us do most of our selling. If you don't know your product and love it, I'm telling you right now, people will know it. People will know it. So give this a try, because I think you'll find that, especially starting at this time of year when we're really going to rev this up, which is in September, I think you'll find you can make quite a bit of money. I think the gal who does my hair was so flabbergasted that she's going to keep working for us, believe me, because it took none of her time. I mean, she obviously loved the product because I don't think that most people, that's why we want you to buy it and see it, and then we'll give you one free. But we want you to see this product because when you see it, we think, we're almost 99.9% sure, we could be wrong, that you're going to say, wow, this is really quality. And that's all we're looking for, is that you like it. And if you like it, you can sell it. I guarantee it, and you can make money at it. So we're paying more than Amazon. So you might as well do to be a reseller for Wow Them Jewelry. It's a great name, don't you think? Wow Them Jewelry. I love it. Phil came up with the name. I wish I had come up with him with it, but he actually came up with the name. So I'm going to let you go because not yet. I'm not going to let you go because people are still asking questions. If you do have any questions, you can certainly, there is a help desk on the site, which is working, or you can contact me directly at janemark4@gmail.com. That's Jane, Jane, Mark, M-A-R-K, the number 4@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Now, remember, whatever you buy today cannot, usually when we ship out, it takes a week at the most from the time you order and we ship it out. But because our inventory is in New York and we're in Chicago, that is not going to work for this particular thing. So we'll be back in New York on the 7th. By Friday, the 9th, we will have processed all the orders and we will get it to you, and you should get it during that next week sometime. It doesn't take very long once we put it in the mail, because we ship by USPS and we have tracking numbers and all that. It usually takes no more than a couple of days, but I'm going to say you will get it sometime during the week of September 12th. You'll take a look. If you love us, you'll shoot us a testimonial, and we'll get you up on the website, which will be wonderful promotion for you. And then if you want to be a reseller and sell starting in September is when everybody starts to get into the Christmas gear. I know it gets earlier and earlier. Some people do their Christmas shopping in August. I don't get that, but they do. So this is something that you can give as gifts yourself, or you can sell it, and I think you can make some really good dough with this. And of course, 10% of the pearls turns out to be also a lot of money. Now, you're not going to sell a $225 item every day of the week, but when you do, it adds up. You sell a lot of those bracelets plus a couple of pearls, you got a lot of money coming to you, and we can all use that with a real world product that, by the way, there have been studies done on the two things, even during a recession or difficult financial times, the two things that always sell, particularly to women, and that is they always keep going to their hairdressers and their manicurists. That's just, I don't care. You could be dead broke and you're still going to go to your hairdresser. And the other thing is that we are all, including me, suckers for beautiful jewelry. We just are. It's in our DNA. So you might as well join where the action is, because this is where the action is. And we are very proud of this. I have to say that Phil and I, and Phil is a dream. I cannot tell you how many times, because we go on webinar cruises and we meet joint venture partners and stuff. And this guy is just so wonderful because he takes me off dock and he buys me the most beautiful things, which you can get at big discounts, like real emeralds and real sapphires and real tanzanite rings. And it's wonderful. But you know where they're sitting right now? They're all sitting in a very hidden jewelry box because I can't wear them really out in the open. These I can wear. And so he's been wonderful with helping me put together this site, and I think he's as excited as I am about it. And you will be too. I don't care if you're a woman or a man, you are going to understand the quality behind this. I handpicked them, by the way. Every single one of them is something that I wear all the time and that I love. Well, pearls, of course, is standard, but the reason we have these beautiful pearls is so that you can get them at affordable prices, because the prices are wacko now. But the bracelets, I looked at every single one and I said, ooh, this is for me. And I wear them. I will be wearing one today right after this webinar. I sent them to my daughter-in-law's Italian, and she went off to visit her parents, and she went with one bracelet for her sister and one for her mother. These are things that women will love, and therefore they will love you guys when you give them one of these. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is marketing. There is no difference between marketing a piece of jewelry or marketing a mailing list or marketing anything. I don't care what it is. I have a client, I don't think he's here, Mark Bates. I love his site. I forget what it's called. It also has jewels in it. Anyway, it's a bunch of children's books, but you can insert your own kids' names and their date of birth and their city they live in. And when you're reading the book to your grandkids or your kids, I have 2 grandchildren, so I read the books to them, and it has their name in it, and man, you should see the smile that comes across their face. So this guy, Mark, he's passionate about these books that he puts out that are customized for kids and for adults. I'm passionate about this, and I want you to make money from it. There is no difference between making money from this or a mailing list or a traffic exchange or whatever you're involved in, or from I Can Get To, or whatever programs you're involved in. And I'll tell you, this brings a lot of joy to a lot of people. So Phil and I are very proud of this. We want to bring you into it, and I am so grateful that you came to this today, because I want you to be part of this, and I certainly want you to get that free bracelet. So we are bribing you. Buy one, you'll get one free, and all you got to do is give us a testimonial. That's not really hard. I don't think you'll find that really hard. When you open this, you're going to go, oh my, no, you're going to go, wow. That's it. That's the word. You're going to go, wow. And I'm very proud of this. So I hope you'll join us in this endeavor. And I hope you got something out of this webinar today, because selling is passion. Do what you're passionate about, and I guarantee you, you will be able to monetize it as long as you are really passionate about what you're doing. So I hope my passion came across, because I am hyped about this site. And we'll see you soon. If you have any questions, go to the help desk. The site, you can sign up at the site. You're welcome to do that. And when we officially launch on the 12th, you'll be ready to go. But you can buy as many of these as you want. You can get started now. Contact us. You know we're very available. And if any of this really grabs you that you'd like to put a little more time and effort in, just get in touch with Phil or me. And we'll get you started, because we can't send it to you till we get to New York. But if you want to get into this in a little bit bigger way, let us know. We'll help. That's what we're here for. Phil, do you want to say anything else? Because you've got all the questions there. So you know what people are asking.
Yeah, hi guys. I noticed with the questions that I'm getting, and a lot of people, or a couple of people here are asking, can we ship overseas? At the moment, we're looking into that with our shipping companies. We're dealing with a bunch of them. to try and get the best rates on it, but it is more expensive when you ship from instead of like shipping state to state in the US is pretty inexpensive. But when you start shipping overseas, it does get a little more pricey. But I should have an answer on that next week. So if anybody's got any questions on shipping internationally, please send an email to JaneMark4. That's JaneMark 4@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you when we have the.
They have to give us the country and the city.
Yeah, you have to give us the country and the city so that we know exactly what the rates would be. But we're really excited about this, and we're looking forward to when we get back to New York and the site launches. What's the launch date?
The 12th.
The 12th of September.
But anyone ordering today will get it. We'll send it out the 9th.
No. I know. Yeah, they know that. I'm just talking about the affiliate part of it. Will be all functional, and so you'll be able to, when it launches, you'll be able to make money with this. But from all of the feedback that we're getting and the feedback that I'm seeing on this with this webinar alone, people are just absolutely loving this stuff. And when you see it in, you see it and you put it on your wrist or on your spouse's wrist or on your girlfriend or your daughter's wrist, you are going to look at this and you're going to go, my God, this is beautiful, because that's the reaction everyone has. Now, I'm not kidding about that. We haven't had one negative reaction yet. But yeah, get in now. The special is for this webinar only.
I'm not even publicizing.
That we're not going to publish this webinar anywhere. So if you miss out, you miss out. But pay the $53 or the $45 and plus the shipping on the first bracelet. And when you send in your webinar, your testimonial, we will send the second one out to you absolutely free, and you get to choose which color you want.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to say good afternoon. At least that's what it is here, because I need to get dressed and put on one of these beautiful bracelets because my kids are taking us out for lunch. So I'm going to close the webinar unless Phil tells me there are still questions. We will stay as long as if you have any more questions, we're happy to answer them. But otherwise, Phil, do you want me to keep the webinar open? What? Oh, Phil says we're done. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for coming. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you soon. Take care.